Welcome back to I Can Unbox Anything, and today I'm really excited by what I've got in this box. I've bought a piece of art. So before we open this, just a little bit of backstory. So there's a website called 11foot8.com and there's an accompanying YouTube channel, and it's all about a certain bridge in Durham, North Carolina that is only 11 foot 8 tall, although actually it's recently been raised a little bit. But for the most part, this bridge was 11 foot 8 tall. And so the entire concept of this website and YouTube channel is actually just to document the vehicles that try to drive under there that are taller than 11 foot 8. And so I'm happy to say I've got permission to share a few of their clips with you right now. You probably already know this channel, but here are a few choice can opener moments from 11 foot 8. So yes, it's a very low bridge and trucks try to drive through it quite routinely, about one a month I believe, and I don't know. So we are taking pleasure from other people's misfortune here, which should make us feel a little bit uneasy, but to be honest this is happening anyway, and it is very spectacular to watch. Watching it doesn't make it happen all the more, so I think we can probably acquit our conscience on that basis. So one of the things that happens with quite some regularity is when one of these trucks collides with the bridge, it will often peel off a strip of metal or a piece of bodywork and deform it in a certain way that the proprietors of the 11 foot 8 website call crash art. And they've actually collected up some of these from the roadside. So they're doing a service, they're clearing away a bit of rubbish, and they pick these things up, they give them creative names, and they sell them. And so these are unique pieces of art curated by 11 foot 8 and created by the crashing of the truck into the bridge. And so I was looking, and there's one there, and it was really the name that caught me. It was called Misfortune Cookie, and I think that's fantastic. So I bought it, and today it's here. So that's probably enough waffle. Let's open it up and see what it actually looks like. So there's a little thank you card. Thank you for helping us to keep the cameras rolling at 11foot8.com. That's nice. Recyclable packaging, that's good. And we've got a certificate of authenticity. And in here is my crash art. So let's carefully open that up. There it is, and you can see why they've called it Misfortune Cookie, because it does kind of look a bit like a fortune cookie in the way that it's happened to fold up. But yes, I'll just read this out. So congratulations on your purchase of the authentic 11 foot 8 crash art shown below. Your crash art was created when a speeding truck met the can opener trestle at Gregson Street in Durham, North Carolina. Each twisted curl of metal is the unique outcome of momentum versus inertia, evidence that you cannot argue with the laws of physics, even though drivers just keep trying. Misfortune was on the menu for this unlucky Penske. We are not sure which of the many Penske peels dished up this creation. We hope you enjoy watching them all at 11foot8.com. So there we go. I am the proud owner of Misfortune Cookie from 11foot8.com. And I mean, so here's the thing. So this was $38, and have I got $38 worth of value out of this? By all means, I certainly have. The enjoyment of just holding this in my hand and the whole thing that surrounds this is worth that much money to me, to be honest. And so I had a lovely conversation with Laura and then with Jürgen as well about what they're doing. In fact, Laura gave me a link to her Etsy store where she does some really weird stuff with emu eggs, which I'll link to as well, because that's quite interesting and very consistent with the kind of things that we love here on Atomic Shrimp. So this bridge was 11 foot 8 and lots of questions surrounding this. Why didn't they just raise the bridge? Why didn't they lower the road? There are good answers for all of those, actually. Lowering the road was difficult because there's a sewer right under the surface of the road, so that would be difficult. Raising the bridge was going to be expensive, but they did actually raise it by 8 inches a year or two ago. And so now it's actually the 12'4" bridge. That's as far as they could raise it because there's a railway track that goes across the top, and obviously that would mean regrading the whole line if they lift it much further than that. So they've raised the bridge to 12'4", which has reduced the number of crashes. It means some of the vehicles that would have scraped through get through clear now, but there are still events happening here. Typically now what they're seeing is big motorhomes getting their air conditioning units knocked off the top as they go through. So as I say, I think it should probably trouble our consciences a little bit to be deriving enjoyment from watching other people's misfortune. But yeah, it's, I guess, a sobering lesson for all of us about safety and looking before you leap. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now for a few moments while we appreciate the beauty of Misfortune Cookie. So there we go, that's I Can Unbox Anything. That was Crash Art, Misfortune Cookie from 11for8.com. My unique piece of crash art. I hope that was interesting. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.